Hey friends, welcome to the walkthrough of the weekly pages. So these are the pages that you are going to be using every day. This is where every single thing that you have to do lives. It's a total brain dump space. Now, the first thing that I want to mention is that in this planner, you won't find any talk of goals. To me, a goal sounds like something intangible that lives in the future, while a project is something you can start today. So thinking of anything that you need to do as a project, whether it's moving house or exercising or learning a language, is the first kind of small step in rethinking how you tend to this garden that is your life. So the first thing on the weekly pages is in the top left-hand corner. There is a section for you to write out all the projects that are going to be taking up your time and energy this week. I like having this here just to sort of give me a really fast visual of what I should be focusing on that week, so nothing gets forgotten or neglected. So under the projects list, we have your opportunities list. So opportunities are just another way of saying tasks or to-do list in the Eden Planner. But just for me, the word tasks does not inspire when what each of these things really represent is an opportunity for something. So tidying your desk is an opportunity for cleanliness. Replying to an email is an opportunity for a sense of achievement or a sense of peace. Thinking about things that I have to do this way just really helps me get them done. So here you can break down the projects that you've listed above into opportunities and list every single thing that you have to do that week. No matter how silly or small, every single thing goes on this list. As you can see, I like to put a little checkbox next to it so that I can tick it off once it's done. And the other crucial thing that I'm doing here is putting how long I anticipate it will take to complete. So this is really helpful for two reasons. The first is that it makes things feel achievable. If there's something that you've been putting off for months and it's only going to take 15 minutes, this is a great way of just kind of getting your butt into gear and getting that bloody thing done. The other reason it's really helpful is that it makes scheduling your days really visual and easy. If you've got a free 15-minute block of time, you can find something to fill it with really fast. Without putting those times in, I just wouldn't get any of the little annoying things I need to get done because without knowing exactly how long they're going to take, I just bloody procrastinate them to the end of time. So under the dates here, we have these dotted lines. Now these are for spread events or for time blocking. So if you're a freelancer or a part-time worker and maybe you spend half your time in an office or at a job and the other half of your time doing freelance work, you can use this space to really just get a clear idea of how you're going to be spending your week. Alternatively, if you run your own business or you're a full-time worker, you can use this for focusing on certain types of tasks or activities over a certain amount of days. So you could say, all right, Monday to Wednesday, I'm going to be purely focused on marketing. Thursday and Friday are for admin tasks, finance, invoicing, etc. It doesn't even have to be the only thing you do that day, but it can be really nice to sort of set yourself a focus for day or days of your week. Especially find that if I'm assigning Monday to really mundane tasks, then it makes me feel like my whole life isn't a series of just like reorganizing my Dropbox and replying to horrible emails. You can also put other things here, like if their staff members are away, or you can really use this space for however you like. The next thing that I'm going to do is set a priority for each day. What is the most important thing that I need to get done? Sometimes I like to set 2 because I'm greedy. And for me, where possible, it's important that I get these things done first, or this thing done first. It gives me a greater sense of achievement, it gives me a sense of productivity, and just makes me feel like I can bloody kick ass for the rest of the day. But also, if something disastrous happens and I need to stop work, at least I've got the most important thing done. I'm also identifying a stop work time here. This is for those people who have a habit of working into the night, like me. Now I'm going to start planning my day. So I like to put boxes around things that are appointments or meetings, just so I can sort of see the things that I've committed to that I can't really move or shift. So if you're the sort of person who likes to plan the crap out of their day, you can put drive home, shower, have breakfast, etc. But if that's not you, that's not you. And you can just use this space to assign blocks of time for items on your opportunities list. So here you can see I'm starting my workday at 9 a.m. and the first thing that I've put in there is a little IN in a circle. with a 30-minute symbol next to it. So for me, it's really important that I set aside time to check my inboxes. So this is time that is spent reading my emails, reading my Instagram messages, reading my Facebook messages, reading my text messages, listening to voicemails, opening physical mail. And when it's not those dedicated times, when I'm outside those times, I try and avoid checking my inboxes. The other thing that you can see I've just done is put a little B with a circle in it. So the second most important thing for me is taking breaks. I like to take a 15-minute break every 90 minutes, and I'll often do it just after I've checked my inboxes, or you can do it the other way around. So now you can see I'm looking for what I should be scheduling into my day next. And I'm looking for things that can fit into a time slot before my lunch break. Once I've found something that matches the time I need, I just pop it in. I would do all of this first thing in the morning, but you can also do this the night before. Some people find that helps them sleep easier, knowing that they've got the next day planned and they've not got thoughts and, things that they have to do buzzing around their head as they're trying to fall asleep. So you can see here I'm adding some buffer time. I like to add a block of this in the early afternoon of most of my days. This is because everything takes longer than you think it will. It's like a classic human trait that we underestimate how long things are going to take. And it's also for things that come up that you weren't expecting. The buffer time is there just as a safety net so you don't end up breaking your stop work time promise or cramming things in towards the end of the day. Now, if you are someone who has a family, you might like to plan out your evenings. I will often just put the one or two things that I'd like to get done, whether it's meditate or journal or something like that, or if I have to call a friend. But otherwise, I kind of like to leave my evenings free. I do choose a time at the start of the week, though, that is my time when my devices all go on airplane mode. And that's how I'd plan a day. Then you just rinse and repeat for every day in the rest of your week. And the very last thing I want to show you is the tally. So this is where you indicate with a letter which of the 4 areas of your life or garden beds you tended to that day. I'm so stubborn and competitive that sometimes the only reason I'll go for a walk or go to Pilates is so I haven't gone 2 days in a row without putting an A in my wellness box. I hope this helps you too. And that's how I schedule my week. I would also each week be checking back on the monthly project pages just to check in on those opportunities and any deadlines or harvest dates that I've put there. And I'd also be checking in on my long-term projects to make sure that I'm making progress that I want to make in those areas as well. And that's the weekly pages. Thanks for sticking in there through this long video. As always, if you have any questions, you can email me anytime or send me a message on any of the social media channels. I'd be more than happy to help. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments.